second to set things up. We'll get started shortly. There we go. Now it's all working, right? Guys, forgive me if I'm going to clear my throat a little bit. Got a little choked on something I drank a few minutes ago, and it doesn't want to seem to leave me. Alright, there isn't anybody in chat at the moment. We're going to go ahead and get started today. We got some grinding to do. We are currently still working on HM, but I've got it down to just 2 pawns remaining, guys. Which is this pawn and this pawn. Once we get these herd managed down, we'll then be able to move these tents and get started on our main grind. So I believe the first one we're going to start with is going to be this one up here. What's up, Tata? Welcome to the stream. Make yourself at home and chat. Talk about whatever you want to. Just make sure it's family friendly. If you have any questions concerning Call of the Wild, I do have over 3,300 hours in the game, and one of every great one except the Whitetail, which I have 2 of. But hey, make yourself at home, man. And if you have a good time here today, also like and subscribe if you enjoy Call of the Wild and other games like that. Appreciate the support you can give. But I hope you're doing well today, man. Hope you're doing well. We've just got 2 pawns left for our herd management grind, and then we'll be able to move things over and start on our main grind. I do things kind of in reverse on Call of the Wild, so I like to do herd management, do a main grind for herd management only first, trying to get all the animals to be little ones, and then I'll move to my main grind once all my least favored pawns are out of the way. Let's see. Okay, I don't know if he came from that zone or if he ran around this way, so I'm going to leave this one alive for now. Okay, that one can stay too. Yeah, there isn't anybody talking in chat at the moment, so I'll give general commentary and everything. If you want to talk to me about anything, just feel free to. I don't care a bit to talk to you about whatever you want to talk about. Otherwise, just enjoy. I hope you just enjoy the gameplay. Hope we'll get more people in here soon. I think I'll leave him. He should be small enough. Again, guys, forgive me if you hear me coughing or kind of clearing my throat. I don't know what happened a few minutes ago. I was drinking some pop and then I ended up getting choked on something. I don't know if it was the syrup causing me to get a phlegm buildup or whatever it was, but it's irritating my throat a little bit. Hopefully it'll clear up soon. Let's see. I think I'll go hit some of my main zones real quick. Make sure there's no little ones in those zones. What's up, King Crab? Welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're doing well, buddy. We got the herd management down to 2 pawns. So we got 2 pawns left, and then we can move everything over to our new zones. Currently 82 kills into the grind. Okay, so my bucks here are in good shape. What's up, Brittany? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. I'll see you guys today. YouTube is all glitched out. It's only... Excuse me, guys. It's only saying that I only got 1 person watching whenever I know there's at least 2 or 3 out there. Just I'll just ignore what YouTube says. At least chat's working. That's all that matters. But thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate it. We're just trying to finish off our herd management. We only got 2 pawns left, as I've said. And then we'll be able to just do our main grind from now on. Let's see. Is there anything here that I need to shoot out? So he's a little... There we go. That one don't need to be here. Anything else? Just him? Oh, hang on. I don't know how that didn't hit vitals. That's alright, we'll just leave him be then, I guess. I'll go back and try to get him again another time. You're 427 kills into your grind, Brittany? That's awesome. This right here, I believe, makes 83 for me. Yep. This right here makes 83 for me. Or, excuse me, 85. No, it's 83. I actually added 3. I was going from 82 to 83, and I added 3 instead. Yeah, I'm 83 in right now. We're currently just doing herd management. Of course, if the great one shows up during the process, that's still great. No pun intended. That zone still has a little bit of pressure on it. What's up, Hunting Mudded? 2 rares and 5 dimes. With no HM. Without HM, that's pretty insane. That's really good, Brittany. If you're getting all that without using HM, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm not going to use a whole lot of HM. I'm basically just nitpicking a few of the pawns that's on the map, and then I'm hunting everything else. Because I don't have that many zones. And a lot of mine are solos, apparently. So, I'll have to manage a few of the solos as we go along. But other than that, though, right now I'm just checking over my main zones, the ones that I'm wanting to get the great one off of. And if there's anything down in here that I need to shoot, I'm shooting it. But I've got 2 pawns right now that I'm trying to get herd managed down. And once we get those pawns under control, we will then switch over and focus on just doing the main grind. What's up, Reed? 6 diamonds? That's awesome. I have 5 right now on the map. I have 5 level 5s on the map right now. And they're all helping with my herd management. So whenever it comes time for us to switch over to the main grind, guys, we will be taking out all 5 at once. That guy needs to be shot. Yep, there's one of my level 5s, by the way, guys. There's one of them. That's still dandy. The heck? Did I shoot this thing? Okay, so apparently this thing can get in the way. That's annoying, but at least we caught it now instead of later. Alright, so is there a place I can make it to where it's leaning then? Maybe like that? No, it's still pretty high up, ain't it? Well, that's disappointing. Don't know. Let me see. Okay, I don't know why I moved it way back here. That's a little better. Huh. I mean, I guess I'd have to jump up here. That's kind of annoying, though. I really didn't want to have to do that. No, well. We'll have to come back to it again another time, I guess. Have you missed anything, Reed? No, we're just doing some herd management. We haven't shot any of the diamonds. I got 5 level 5s on the map right now. We haven't shot any of them. We're saving them for later. And then, we haven't had any dimes we haven't had any extra dimes or a rare show up. So no, you haven't missed anything. Like I said, right now we're going across my main zones and just shooting out all the little ones. Except with the exception of this zone. Because this zone has a little level 1 in it, and that level 1 is going to make a big difference, because they're really rare, level 1s are. And I'm going to leave him for that reason. And he's also over here on his own. I don't know exactly where he is. There he is, and that's a doe. Well, I do have a level 1. I don't know where he is exactly, but he is on this pond somewhere. And I'm leaving him for that reason. It's going really, really good, Reed. Like I said, the game has been nice to us, and it's gifted us 5 level 5s, so that's been helping us out a lot. And I'm only down to 2 ponds right now. This is one of the ponds that I'm approaching right now. I decided to get rid of this one because I just don't want the great one off of a flowing water pond. Like, this would be a really good pond to grind on, but I just simply don't want the great one off of it. Like, I want to be able to get the great one from a snowy area. I want the pond to be frozen. So I've decided to manage all ponds that have flowing water in them. That guy's a little bit too big for my liking. I thought about leaving him because he does have the estimate I like, but if the rack doesn't match the estimate and I think he's on the higher end of it, I shoot it. And I'm pretty sure with that rack he's going to be up towards the top, like in the 150s to 180s, and I want him to be down in the 120s or 130s. All the rest of these look good, so I think I'm going to go ahead and just shoot him. This guy and his buddy has been so difficult to me. They just will not be anything small. Well, what I mean by rare, Reed, is that that you just don't see very many of them. Is what I'm meaning. I'm not meaning like rare as in like rare colors and stuff like that. Rare. I'm just talking about like you can't spawn level 1s very often. Most of the time you're gonna get a level 2 or a tiny level 3. Yeah, that was on the higher end. That was a 170, so he was definitely too big. Let's go see if anything else came back to this pond, as this is the only other pond that I'm trying to manage. Also, guys, just for an FYI, I did discover that this pond right here So we're next to this outpost, 2 pawns over. This pawn here actually can hold solos or maybe even zones, guys. So if you haven't checked on that pawn, make sure you check it. I've went across all 4 of these, and I've found some of my solos coming to this pond every so often. The one right in the middle. So if any of you guys have not checked that pond on your map and you don't know where your solos have been going, you might want to check that pond. Because that's one of the ponds I didn't think anything would be at, and then they do go to that pond. All right, hunting sounds really good, man. Like I said, basically the way that you do it my way is that this keeps you grinding at all times. By the way, so it makes it more fun because you're always killing something. But the way you do my grind is you just want to verify which zones that you want to get the great one off of, and you want to kind of shoot all the little ones out of that zone and make sure they're at least medium sized to big. And then what you want to do is you want to find all the zones you don't want the great one from, and on those zones actually set up your tripods and tents, and you just want to shoot all those animals until they become tiny animals. So, like, for instance, until they're like level 1, level 2 for the mule deer, or teeny tiny level 3s. I recommend the bottom estimate be in the 120s and it have a very teeny tiny rack. If both of those match, you can leave it. And then once you've got all your zones you don't want the great one from, I'm gonna manage down to where they're all little ones. At that point, you can move everything over to your main zone and just start doing your main hunt. It can leave leave it as like a half herd management though if you do it that way, because obviously it makes it to where you're going to be hunting a lot more zones than you would if you was doing like a really tight management. So you won't get as many diamonds as people who like really whittled down the map, but you'll still get a good amount of them, and it does a pretty good job. This map though, where there's not that many zones, it actually will be a tight management no matter what you do, because there really just ain't that many animals. But yeah, it'll work in pretty much most cases. What's up, Colton? Welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're doing well, buddy. You've got the herd management down to just 2 pawns left, Colton. Right now, we're just going across all my zones. By the way, guys, here was number 5. There's number 5, level 5. He showed up last night for me. He is a solo, but I am going to leave him because he's helping with management. But now we got 2 level 5s on this map. We have a big rack and we have him. So, the big rack, though, is kind of bugged, though. I have noticed that he's bugged out, and the reason I say that is because he ain't showing up as that often. Like, most times I'll come down here, and 3 out of 5 times he's just not here. And I've came in the mornings and I've came in the evenings. It's like the game is having a hard time spawning him or something. But he's across the pond over here, and as you can see, it's the drink zones aren't over. But yeah, he's here. Okay, he's actually here this time. So there's my other one, and I believe he's the big rack on the lake. Yeah, I think this pond is done too. Alright, let's go check my main lake. I don't think there's anything here that needs to be shot because I've checked it before, but you never know. Yeah, I hear you hunting. I hear you, man. You think it's going to troll, Colton? Probably. I think that I've only got like 2 that are like pretty much that I pretty much have like a really high chance. I don't have a single one that's like guaranteed. I think I might have one that's guaranteed to troll, or excuse me, one that's guaranteed to be a diamond. But all the other 4 though, I think are just have the high chances at them. And I have one of them that's like pushing it a little bit. So I think that a majority of them are going to troll me, unfortunately. Well, I don't know, Reed. If you guys haven't watched one of Scarecrow's most recent videos, I think it's the one where he got like the little spirally great one, mule deer. And in that video, he actually found one of the racks that 9 out of 10 times trolls, and he actually got it as a diamond. It made it by 0.02. So, like I said, I'm never going to shoot anything with a 300 if it's a level 5, just for that one little instance that it could make it. But yeah, Scarecrow did get a rack that does not ever make diamond, and he ended up getting it by 0.02. So, well, we have one in this zone that definitely needed to be shot. Also, guys, in case you're wondering why, another reason why I'm shooting these is because I'm kind of hoping they'll take places of some of the animals on their other pawns. Like, some of these, excuse me, guys, I'm getting tongue-tied again. On some of my other pawns, I have some animals that are refusing to come back as little ones, and I'm hoping that they'll swap places with these, so that way I'll get little ones on those maps. Pawns. Sorry, guys, I'm still getting confused today. Forgive me. I don't know if it's where I didn't sleep too good last night or what it is, but... I think when I set up on this zone, I think I'm going to put my tent over there and actually set up a tripod and shoot this way. Because I'm pretty sure the pond is over 300 yards long. Alright, let's go over here. Oh no, I need to reset time, actually. Alright, do my menu reset.